Hi guys, so tonight I'm quite hungry. It is 8:45 and I have not eaten dinner yet, but not to fret because I am going to be making something that normally people absolutely hate. Let me get it. Tonight I'm going to be making some tofu. Now this is, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I use Azumaya tofu. It is firm. Normally I like the extra firm, but firm works great too. I'm gonna make it how I would on a regular other day. I'm probably only gonna use like a quarter of it because it's just me eating it. It will probably just be me eating it like the whole thing, but it says used by December 16th, so I'm just going to cut a little bit out of it, pat it dry, and then cook it how I want to. So let's go. Okay you guys, so right now I'm just gonna cut into the tofu. I'm just cutting a slit in the top and the side. As you can see, a bunch of water did pop out. You do get a lot of water with tofu. So what I'm doing right now is I am just going to cut, I'm going to dump out some of the water, which is what I do here. And once I bring it back, I'm just going to cut out just a quarter of it, not a half or anything, because it was literally just me eating it. So I'm just cutting out a quarter, and once I cut it out, you'll see it's a big chunk, and I just put it onto my rag, and I am going to pat it dry, completely dry. Okay, and I also do have my pan high on medium-high heat, and I just sprayed it with some Pam Original spray. So I'm still just kind of patting it out, and just kind of getting all of the moisture out that I possibly can. Okay, so I have the moisture out. I'm just going to cut it down the middle with hot dog way. And it slides like butter. It's just like butter. And then I'm just going to chop it up into small cubes so that they're tiny little pieces that I can cook with. And they will be pretty tiny, but it goes a long way, especially for just one person. So they're, you see it's that tiny, and it is pretty dry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in my seasonings. I have some black pepper that I'm going to put into my pan. And then I'm going to put in some salt. And you really want to flavor this super well because tofu really has no flavor, so you really want to add in that punch. And then a little bit of garlic powder. And just going to put that in there. And then I'm just going to drop all of my little cubes in there and let them heat right up. Okay, guys, so I brought the camera over to fully see the tofu cooking. What I'm just doing now is I'm just stirring in the tofu and mixing it with all of the seasonings just to make sure that it is well coated. Okay guys, so while my tofu is cooking, I'm just going to take a little bit of the Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. Pop that on. Oh, that was all of it. Okay, I didn't really need all of that. I'm going to try and put some back because I didn't really need all of that. That's about all that I need right here. So I have my Sweet Baby Ray's sauce, which I'm just going to move to a bowl because why the heck not? Why the heck would you do this on a plate, Brittany? Okay. So I have my wing sauce in the bowl. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of my Hellmann's Real Mayonnaise and add about a tablespoon. That should do it right there. And I'm just going to mix the mayonnaise up in the buffalo sauce. You don't want it to taste too much like mayonnaise, but enough so that it has the mayonnaise flavor. Get all those chunks out of there too. So this is what it's gonna look like. That's what it's gonna look like. It's drizzly and everything. So our sauce is done. Okay, so my tofu is almost done browning. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, just so that it's on a low temperature. And I'm gonna add in my buffalo sauce, or my buffalo mayonnaise mixture. You're gonna add in the whole thing. Gosh, as soon as that buffalo hits the heat, it's like, whoo, flavor town. And I'm just going to mix everything in together. Huh. Like, you get a whiff of it and it's just like, dang. I just have some steamed broccoli that I can just steam up, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a couple of frozen florets to my tofu and buffalo sauce mixture. We're really hitting it on the flavor and making sure that it looks presentable. So I'm just gonna mix everything together. Okay. Remember I said I wasn't gonna use the whole buffalo sauce. I only used half of it for the tofu. Now I'm gonna use the rest for the broccoli. Look at this. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There's some broccoli in there. That's my tofu. And then I just like to put it with a little bit of pickles. So I just put 3 little sweet gherkins. This looks so good. Like, I'm obsessed. And this is just one of the ways that I make my tofu. And oh my goodness, it's so good. I just steamed up the broccoli. Let's do a taste test. Okay guys, we're gonna do a little mukbang. I don't know, I just don't even know. Let's try some broccoli. Just them being in there for that little of a time, they're so flavorful. Let's try my tofu. I usually like them a little more crispy, but this is the bomb. So it's got a lot of spicy flavors. It's mostly spicy. That's why I like to cut it with the pickles, because the pickles are super sweet. But this took me, I started at 8:45. This took me like 15 minutes to do because it's 9:08. And the broccoli was absolutely frozen. Like, you saw that. This is just delicious. I think I might have added a little too much pepper, but that also could be the buffalo sauce acting with that. But this is the bomb to have. And it's super healthy for you. You have your vegetables, you have your tofu, which is a meat replacement. If you have to try something and you want to try tofu this way, try it, because honestly, tofu really tastes like nothing. Once you put in a lot of spices, a lot of flavor, it tastes great. I also like to do mine in barbecue sauce as well, but this is so yummy. I love it. So I'm gonna continue eating this and get some orange juice or some type of juice, and I'm gonna eat my dinner, and then I'm gonna head off and watch some movies. But if you want to try this, go ahead and try it. It's so good. I made up this recipe myself. I like to experiment, especially with tofu. So if you like it, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. And all of my social media will be down below: Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. And I've got to get a quick thumbnail. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.